Now, one of my education predictions this year is that I think the number one reason for teachers leaving the profession is going to change. In previous years, it has been workload. I think that is going to quickly change to behaviour. And reading this article, it looks like it's heading that way. Teachers facing worse behaviour are more likely to quit. Now, we know we have a massive retention problem. Over 40,000 teachers leave the profession every year, and the focus always seems to be on recruitment. You can't keep pouring into a bucket that's constantly leaking. It's a sad state of affairs that we have more qualified teachers in this country working outside of teaching than working in it. There's no getting away from it. We need to say it plainly. Behaviour is getting worse. Statistically, anecdotally, it is. You speak to anyone who's been teaching more than a decade, they'll tell you the same. But this is where the debate gets a bit messy, because on one side, you've got people who like to blame the kids. They like to blame the children. And I don't think the children are any different as kids. It's just that we as a society has redefined childhood and not for the better. You can't it's not like an entire generation has just decided to be awful. That's lazy. But on the other side, you've got people who then act like children can never be held accountable, like every single behavior is purely a symptom of something external, and therefore consequences are somehow cruel. Both of those extremes are wrong. Sometimes a child genuinely cannot regulate. Sometimes there are additional needs, trauma, unmet support, and schools understand that, will do everything in their power to try and support that. And I think we are becoming better at identifying it. Probably not quick enough, but we're getting there. But sometimes a child is making a choice, a simple one. It's easier for me to mess about than attempt the work I've got to do, because that work is hard. We all did it. I did it. You probably did it when you were at school. Doesn't make the children villains, but it means that boundaries are important. So the real issue isn't whether children are worse. It's that schools are carrying more complexity with fewer resources, less parental capacity, more screen influence, more social pressure, and teachers having to absorb it all. And if we want retention to improve, it's not just about workload anymore. We've got to talk honestly about behaviour, because the behaviour is having a knock-on impact to workload. And we've got to be honest about behaviour with nuance, with balance, and without pretending it's all one thing or the other, because pretending helps no one. And teachers, we're tired of it. We're tired of it, and it's causing this to happen. And we can't have more teachers leaving.